Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Shoebox Sessions. Oh, give me one moment. Oh, thank you so much. Our wonderful guest has just reminded me about the studio fan that we always have on at all times, unless we need to not have it on. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Shoebox Sessions with your host. My name is DJ Bumble, and will my co-host introduce herself?
I'm DJ Charlie over at KSSU.
All right, and will our wonderful guests let us know who they are?
Agness Twin.
All right, Agnes, thank you so much for coming out today.
Thank you for having me. It's really good to be here.
I accidentally did not have the mixer on, but they did hear you.
Okay, good. Okay. There's so many buttons you have to push.
I know, right? It's actually really cool. You have the effects on, so it sounds like you're in a dark tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool. We just have you echoing throughout the studio that has no echo.
I love that.
Honestly. So, Agnes, tell us a little bit about yourself to get started.
So what do you want? What would you like to know?
Well, tell us about your music. Tell us about what you're doing here.
So I just released an EP. It's the latest EP. It's called Turn to Gold. And I didn't do music for about 10 years. And when the pandemic hit, I just got really bored watching television and I started playing music again. And then I wrote all these 4 songs and I was just like, well, I better record an EP. And I've always wanted to have vinyl, so I printed vinyl for that. And they're opaque magenta. There's all these really cool colors that you can do now. So I was like, well, I'm going to do opaque magenta because pink and fuchsia is kind of my favorite colors.
All right.
You're published, right?
Published? What do you mean?
The EP's out?
Yeah,
An
it's
album.
out.
Your
It's out.
album.
Yeah, so I have three things that are out. My first album was in 2009. It's called Waiting for My Ghost. You can find it on Spotify. And I put out a little tiny single, just 2 songs. It's the single. It's called Cruel World, and I just did that a few years ago. It's songs that I had recorded, but I had never put out, so I decided to put those out. And then I started working on the EP, and so I just put out this EP back in February, and it's really kind of taken off a little bit. A lot of people are liking it.
I found you on my Apple Music, and you have quite a few songs, and you are very good.
Oh, thank you.
I hate to tell you that. You are very good.
Thank you.
What's
Thanks.
your genre, the years,
You know what?
the time periods that you draw from?
It's so hard to place me in a genre because when I was uploading all of my stuff to Spotify, it was giving me all these or my distributor, all of these genres, and I just kind of picked the ones that I feel I think I might sound like.
I heard some, you grabbed from the 80s, from a little bit of alt. I don't know if you realize it. It's a very good music.
Yeah. I definitely resonate with alternative, and high school was the 90s for me, so all of those bands really kind of it contributed to my musical DNA.
Inspired
me,
yeah.
And when I was in high school, I didn't play guitar. I was just being a high school student. And then it was I moved to California from Texas in 1993, and I made some friends. Because when you move out here after high school, you really don't have any friends. People out here, I met people that are like, oh, did you go to this high school? I'm like, no. No. But all of those people that I met, I first started playing guitar. My dad bought me my first guitar when I was 21, and
There you go.
I just learned on my own. I'm self-taught. I've maybe taken 1 or 2 guitar lessons, but everything is all played by ear, and just if you asked me to play a note, I wouldn't know what note to play, but if I'm playing something and you ask me, what note is that? I don't know.
Oh, wow.
But I know what it sounds like.
That's called talent.
I guess so. It's just
talent.
a different people learn music their own way. Some people I've worked with many different musicians, and some people, they need to look at like a sheet of notes that tells them, everything, and I'm just like, I can't even look at that. I'm just like, maybe just for the lyrics, but I wouldn't know what to do with those things. And then some people are just like, I've met musicians that I can just play a song and be like, can you play this to that? And I'll just start playing, and then they'll just start playing, and they wouldn't hit one wrong note, and they would actually know what note I was going to next. It's crazy.
Whoa.
But for me, I am repetition. Everything is like repetition, constantly. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about the next song you're about to play.
Okay, so this song is called True Rose, and it's on my first album, Waiting for My Ghost. And I wrote it when I moved from the Bay Area to Los Angeles to pursue music. And it's kind of like an alter ego. I put myself in this other person's made-up person, and I pretend I'm them.
Yeah, well, we do that here at radio. So,
Yeah. So this is called True Rose.
Stone.
Hello, this is Charlie. We just got done listening to True Rose, a song by Agness Twin, and we then listened to Pink Floyd's One of These Days. Hello, this is Shoebox Sessions over at KSSU, and we wanted to ask Agness Twin about her video, her music video. And it's pretty good, all her stuff.
So I decided when I wrote this EP, I was like, I want to make a music video. So I started to collect a bunch of footage, like from 2020 all the way up until like 2023, like the end of 23. And I just used all of I just used my phone. So, and it's for the song In the Dark, which is the first song on the latest EP.
Where are the shots taken at? In San Francisco, Los
everywhere
Angeles?
in the Bay Area. Like not everywhere, but like mainly East Bay. There's some like out in the country shots, like east, like Sonora, but mainly in the East Bay. And then the main like shot is the bridge, the Bay Bridge.
Yes, it's one of the most beautiful.
And it's such a really cool shot towards the end. So I highly recommend if you love, stuff like this. Especially
Bay Area people love that bridge.
Watch
Yes.
it.
So you can watch Agness
Twin.
I know. I'm trying to be like, you can watch Agnes's, and then it's like, no, that's not correct. But you can watch Agness Twin's video, Turn to Gold, if you will. Look up Turn to Gold, or on her website, Agness Twin, spelled with 2 S's. And we'll have you plug yourself a little bit more later on in the day. But I have to say, I'm from the Bay Area. I'm a San Francisco native. So I have to ask, how was your time in the Bay Area?
I love the Bay Area. It's my home. I didn't grow up there, but I feel like by now I've grown up there. But I grew up in Texas, and we moved out here in 1993 to San Jose. And then I lived in San Francisco from like 1995 and to 2003, and then I moved to LA, and I was in LA. That's when I wrote a lot of the songs on Waiting for My Ghost. And then 2009, I moved back up here, and I've been in the Bay Area since.
The Bay has a tendency to just naturalize people. It's like, oh, you live here now? Well, I guess you're one of us.
I've always been a Bay Area girl. But I was born on the East Coast, and so I will have to say, even though the Bay Area is my home, every time I'm in Connecticut or because that's where I was born, or New York or anywhere on the East Coast, I really feel like I'm at home.
That's really powerful, being able to have a home anywhere, coast to coast, really.
I have a lot of really great friends that I get to go visit. That's like my vacation. I get to go visit people. So
yeah. So before we get to your next song, tell us a little bit about it.
In the Dark. So it's a long story, but basically it's the moral of the story is, don't cheat on your man when the opportunity is right there in front of you. Doing the right thing, and staying true to yourself and true to your love. So that's what that's about, basically.
Is this a personal experience?
Yes. I'm not going to get into detail.
Oh, no worries.
What were you going to play for us next?
In the Dark.
In the Dark.
Yeah,
okay.
and it's an acoustic version, but I highly recommend listening to the fully recorded version and the video. So, but this is a slower, more broken down version of In the Dark.
just a wish away, waiting for the mind game. I'm a soldier for the band. I played the hard part and gave away my whole heart. I'd rather break it off than keep you in the dark. I'm in the right place, in the right space. I have someone to hold my hand. That's the hard part. He takes up my whole heart. I'd rather break it off than keep him in the dark. No, no, don't keep him in the dark. No, 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 don't keep him in the dark. Maybe I'll never, nothing is forever. I can keep dreaming, rolling on your East Coast tour. So throw another bone. So I'll make my own way. It's not okay in my brain. I won't let it fall apart, no. And make my way home, consolidate my ego. Don't wanna break it off or keep him in the dark. No, no, don't keep you in the dark. No, don't keep them in the dark.
Right here.
All right. And everyone, welcome back to KSSU. You are listening to Shoebox Sessions, and now we have with us here in the studio tonight Agness Twin. So, first and foremost, Agness, you just came out with your new EP. You mind telling us what the message behind the EP is?
Well, I would have to say, and this leads up to the song that I'm going to do, Ice Caps. It's really about the state of where we are in this world right now, and how there's a catastrophe after catastrophe, and the floods, all those floods that happened. You know, it's just, I feel like, you know, just environmentally, like, just so much stuff. And another thing about it is my experiences in the past few years. Like, the second song on the EP is called Hero, and I'm about to put out another music video for that, and that was filmed at Terror Vault in San Francisco with Peaches Christ. Peaches Christ let us use the whole facility as a backdrop, and my really good friend Vin Santos is in the video as well as on the song, where it's kind of like a duet. And the song is really kind of about our journey as far as musicians go. Yeah.
Do you have time to tell us about your double neck guitar?
Yes, yeah. The double neck guitar was made by my really good friend at dinetguitars.com. It's DINETTE guitars.com. And they make all kinds of guitars from just about anything. And that double neck walked into my apartment in San Francisco about 30 years ago, and it was mine. And I've been playing it ever since. And it's made from a Formica table.
Oh, wow.
Like one of those 1960s, 70s Formica kitchen tables. So that's the body of it, and it's really heavy.
Oh, wow.
And it only has, it's got a certain tone to it that is just my sound. Yeah.
All right. Well,
and her name is Vivian.
Vivian.
Oh, wow. No, you really like your instruments. So.
Oh, you can't say that. Now I need to know why it's named Vivian.
Well, it's kind of named after the Pretty Woman, the character. Because she's just kind of like, did this whole transformation, and she's hot and kind of whorish, but at the same time, really good. A really good person. And, she's really come a long way, I would have to say. Yeah.
All right.
Okay to say that.
Well, since we are reaching the end of
Yes.
our hour, I would like to ask, could you play this song for us? And then right after, we'll come back and ask you at least 2 more questions.
Yes. And this song is called Ice Caps.
What is the hurry? Age doesn't matter. If you wanna play my game, you better reach for the mountains. Hold my hand, make me understand. I know whatever we touch, we turn to gold. The ice caps are melting. We have the power. Stop all the war games. Suffer the mother. Hold her hand, make her understand. I know whatever we touch, we turn to gold. Say goodnight, let's go to bed. Waiting for the sun to show its face. Fading in the morning, floodgates open wide.
I feel like something that people who are listening at home don't always hear is after every Shoebox Sessions guest finishes their song, whoever's in the studio, we just like to clap. We just like to be like, wow! a mini audience. So, DJ Charlie, you had a question for our lovely guest?
Agness Twin, before we go, I wanted to know about your name. I heard it's very unique, and I wanted to know why.
Okay. Agness was my mother's twin, and she died when she was 2 months old. She died from the hives, and I just kind of went with that name. Before I went into Agness Twin, it was Agness, and that was my band in the 90s in San Francisco with Vin Santos. And then when I moved to LA, I went by the name Agness Twin because it was kind of like I considered it a side project, but I've just been rolling with it since then. But my real name is Elisa.
Oh. Well, it's nice to meet you, Elisa. And thank you for coming to the show here.
But you can call me Agness. It's fine. A lot of people call me Agness.
Yeah. Thank you. It was a good concert.
Thank you.
Out of curiosity, how did your mother feel about that?
She absolutely loved it. She was just like, when we decided to, she told us the story, and me and Vin Santos looked at each other and we went, that's the name of our band now. And so we told her later on, and she just was just so, like, you know, just it warmed her heart every time. So, yeah.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah.
So, just to finish us out here, and we're going to have you play us out here in a quick second, but I would love for you to tell us where can people find you and what are you doing next?
Oh, okay. So you can find all of my stuff if you want to purchase like a EP or like a CD or the latest EP, the vinyl. You can go on agnestwin.com. That's AGNESS Twin TWIN.com. Or you can just find my Bandcamp and order it from there. If you're not into tangible items, you can just find me on Apple Music or YouTube or Spotify. Any streaming service has my latest stuff. So, yeah.
Wonderful. And
what's next? I'm sorry. What's next?
Go for it.
We're going to play a show in Seattle on November 15th at Bad Bar.
Awesome. Anybody in the area or not in the area, go and attend. And DJ Charlie, go ahead and plug your show.
Oh, the GE Hour, General Electric at 10 on Thursdays.
Awesome. You can listen to more DJ Charlie and Agnes's Twin. Stay tuned the hour after for full transparency with me, your host, DJ Bumble. And Agness, what will you be playing us out with today?
Am I playing another song on the guitar? Or?
Yes, if that's all right.
Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, so it's a new song that is not out there.
A KSSU exclusive.
It's a KSSU exclusive, so you better record it.
Oh, rest assured we are.
It is called Trees and Gods.
It feels like we're lost and we'll never know when we're there. The trees and the gods don't even know where it is. most people know when to quit. The trees and the gum.
You moved my mic. And I'm going to do it again. Starting over. Okay. Starting over. Starting over, you guys. Okay.
It feels like we're lost and we'll never know when we're there. The trees and the birds don't even know where it is. Some nights are rough. Most people know when to quit. The trees and the birds, they only know when it is. So don't stop to see what's not there. Set the ghost in your dream. Yeah, that time in your head, in your head. It still feels like we're lost, but